Welcome once again. Meeting. Thank you, Martin. Thank you. Got it. Okay. So, guys, I called this meeting today literally to just catch up and try to rediscover, find our footing. We've been quite away from each other because of the lockdown here and there, but we should not be lost on each other, even when there's a lockdown, especially in the time of technology that we have today. So, welcome to the call once again. Intend to finish this call within an hour. So 7, we should be getting out of here. Okay. So what do we have on the call? One, it's a catch up for good time's sake, and also to hold each other's hands and to remind each other that actually we are in a social networking environment whereby we lift each other up. Whenever your friend is lost, holler at them, drop them a text. And this is one of the ways to keep up with each other. Okay. So Andre again, journalist, very proud secret agent, 007. And today, as I said, we want to catch up, but also to go back and see, have we lost weight? Have we run out of fuel? Can we refuel? And literally, like life, start every other day as a new day, fresh day. That's why we're here. So agenda. I'm going to give each of us a second to unmute and introduce yourself. Okay, and then after that, should take us about 5 minutes. So it's just a second. Hey, I'm this and this, happy to be here. And then after that, we shared some very good nuggets from the Bronze and Above call last night. If I remember, at least on this group, the leaders were there. Sketch was there, Martin, Jackie, Kano, Rosette was not there. My friend Oriada is not yet on. Then those who are not bronze, of course, are not there. So I just want to show you not everything, but just one thing, the core values, the core needs that we need in our business of network marketing or social networking. So there are seven key things that I want to share with you quickly. And then after that, I'll share with you something that I'm reading from this book here, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. Some 6 very important steps that I want us, because they are in alignment with what we want to do today. And then after that, if we still have time, I'll show you how to take action. But to end this, we have our big legend, the samurai. We are honored, guys. Diamond on the call, who will close this by telling us the marching orders of what we need to do in the next 4 weeks, as if we were fresh. Okay, so our 4 rolling week starts today. Okay, so that's what we are going to do. Maggie, welcome to the call, and everyone else who has joined. So I guess that's it. So guys, can you kindly unmute one by one? Unmute yourself and say, hey, I'm Andrew. Glad to be part of this. Happy to be alive. Let's do this. You can go. Oriada, thank you for joining. So whoever it is, guys, I don't have to unmute, just whoever goes first. Who is unmuted? Let me see. All of you are muted. Should I stop can you tell me yes or no? Should I stop the introductions and we go right ahead, or we do the introductions? For stop, say yes. For introductions, go ahead, say no in the chats. Should we do the introductions? Yes. Should we not and we proceed? No. In the chats. I'm going to see the chats and see the votes. We do not rig here. Every vote counts. Let me see. Wait a minute. Should we go ahead with the intro? Yes. Should we stop? No. I hope you're getting it right. Let me see the voting so that we proceed. Yes. Wait a minute. Martin voted twice yes and no. That's an invalid vote. Dorothy Kate said yes. Kano said yes. Rosette said no. Brenda, no. Dorothy is cheating. She has added 2 no's. I think this exercise is rigged already. So anyway, most of you are saying no. Let's proceed. Let's go ahead and do this, guys. Okay? So quickly, what happened with Matt Morris Bronze and Above call last night? Let me see. I want to share just something here. Okay, just a moment. Wait a minute. The 7, trying to get it. Yes. producer, student, could be that. Let me see if it's the one. Yes, those are the student actions. Kindly let me see if I can mute this one making noise. It's a catch. Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, so let's proceed. So guys, I hope you see the screen. Student actions for growth. So right now, we are all in student mode, all of us, and we are fresh today, guys, okay? So like I said, wherever you're coming from, good times, bad times, it's life, but now we have to pick ourselves up and smile and face the world, okay? So we learned 7 key network marketing skills last night from Matt Morris, our red diamond. And the very first one, which starts today, straight off, even on this call, you'll be thinking, it's getting contacts, new contacts. Now, if you got started and you never wrote down a list of friends to show this deal with, to sell products, to literally show them what you're doing, start today. Because guess what? Whatever you do, you need to remove it from your phone and put it on paper. And that's the list that we need to get, starting today. Where do you get the contacts? Everyone you meet, people on social media, those who see your statuses, all those. And guys, you don't need a special skill of getting contacts, especially for those who fear talking to people. So getting the contacts is literally putting them down, okay? If you're on all social media platforms, just do that. Inviting. Now, inviting is a challenge for most, but it's because we overthink it. And inviting is literally calling someone to show them the information that we have. And guys, we are lucky that the information that we have provides solutions. Whether one is going to do business with you on the network marketing bit or not, they can still do business of helping themselves by using our product. So you're inviting them to see. And guys, during lockdown, don't complicate things. Just secure the time from your friend. Tell them, hey, what are you doing at 1 tomorrow or today at 8? Can you spare 20 to 30 minutes to be on the Zoom call? Take a look at what I'm doing. You may like it, you may not. You don't have to put your video on. You're not obliged to answer any question. All you have to do is take a listen. And that's all. And people will be on the call. Okay? And then presenting, like already said, Zoom right now, every day, 1 p.m., 8 p.m. You're not the one presenting. You are just inviting, and the presentation is done by us. So, first skill, getting the contacts on paper, not on phone. Inviting, presenting, that's done by us. And then after the presentation has ended, guys, don't let your guests go away. Secure 3-way calls. You could call anyone on this call, Martin, Hadassah, Jackie, Susie, Kano, myself, anyone. And they can do a 3-way call to help you close the guest or the sale. Okay? Then number 4, following up. That's what exactly I'm saying. 3-way calls. That's how you follow up. So that we secure the dates and see whether they are ready to buy or become an agent, or they're giving you a follow-up date. And that is the closing. So follow-up and closing, that can be done in a 3-way call. And then 6, promoting events. There's bootcamp coming up in the US. Ours, Africa, it will be announced, and it won't cost much because you are not traveling, it will be online. Make sure you're in it. Then guys, every Sunday we have a member training. So please, whenever there's a training, don't wait for Andrew, don't wait for Kano, don't wait for Martin. Do it, invite yourself, promote the event to yourself, and then make sure your entire team is on. You'll attest on this group that we come through, either on the group or inbox. We are trying to promote an event. This business, the lifeblood of this business is continuously learning and teaching ourselves. So the more you teach people, then you don't have stress pounding things into them because they already know. And that's where leaders are groomed in promoting of events. And once you've promoted, then the people go to the events. Okay, once the sky is open, rather the world opens again from this lockdown, and we'll start getting live events. That's a no. It's a no-brainer. It's a must. If people on this call were in Dubai, you know what that means. So local events, regional events, international events. But before we go to international events, we have every Sunday NMO, new member orientation training, and calls that come in between the week. Okay, so those are 7 skills, guys, for us students to grow in this industry. If you've not been doing any of this, today is a new chance. Today is a new day. Number one, getting contacts on paper, not on phone, inviting to Zoom calls, presenting, following up to the three-way calls and closing, getting a new, oh, I forgot, there's one that I skipped, guys, I'm sure you noticed. Number 5, sorry about that. I'm getting a new person started right. Now, I'll be honest with you, some of the people that I brought to the club, perhaps I'm guilty for not helping you start right. And starting right is helping you draw at least a list of 20 friends and even help you call some to have them on the call. So let's not make the same mistake with the new people that get started. So accept my apologies if I brought you on and I did not start you right, but today's an opportunity to start afresh. So 5, getting a new person started right. That's asking them why they're doing this business, what do they want to achieve, okay? And where do they want to see themselves in the next month, in the next 2 months, 3 months? And then promoting events, I've talked about that on groups, on personal groups, inbox, a phone call, all that stuff. And then training, okay? So just a moment, let me stop that share. I hope I still have people on the call, okay? So I hope there was value in that, guys. So the next one, I want us to, let me first be sure that there are people on the call before I go into the next one. And then I bring Martin, let me check my chats here. Okay, you need to understand the instructions. Don't worry, I think that sketch being naughty in a taxi or something. So the next one, guys, I want us to pay extreme attention. If you missed the last one, in this second one, I want us to take we need to be very attentive. This book here, I'm making this book, I actually have made this book my Bible. Now, this is not replacing the Bible. I have my Bible right behind here. But in terms of my instructions daily for my life, for my business, Think and Grow Rich, I have the hard copy, I have it on phone, listening to it on phone. Actually, let me see if I can do this, because what you tell me whether you'll hear anything. Just a moment. Audio, music, and then right here. Guys, can you tell me you hear anything? Do you hear anything?
The method by which desire for riches can be transmuted.
Yes,
Fantastic. So this particular part in Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, it's called the 6 ways. 6 ways to use desire. Now, desire is that inner will, you know, that you want something, you desire to have something, but you don't know exactly how to get to it. All of us here, I'll share the audio in the group, no worry. All of us joined this business because we want to get somewhere. We have the desire to earn more money. We have the desire to be better people, to have families, to travel the world, to become Crown Royal. We have the desire, but we are not clear about how to get there. Now, these 6 help you draw a big picture. So I'll read them out for you. I'll even share the screenshot of the 6 ways to get to use desire to gold. But I want us to first listen to this carefully. Just a moment.
6 ways to turn desires into gold. The method by which desire for riches can be transmuted into its financial equivalent consists of 6 definite practical steps. That is, first, fix in your mind the exact amount of money you desire. It is not sufficient merely to say, I want plenty of money. Be definite as to the amount. There is a psychological reason for definiteness, which will be described in a subsequent chapter. Second, determine exactly what you intend to give in return for the money you desire. There is no such reality as something for nothing. Third, establish a definite date when you intend to possess the money you desire. Fourth, create a definite plan for carrying out your desire and begin at once, whether you are ready or not, to put this plan into action. Fifth, Write out a clear, concise statement of the amount of money you intend to acquire, name the time limit for its acquisition, state what you intend to give in return for the money, and describe clearly the plan through which you intend to accumulate it. Sixth, read your written statement aloud twice, once just before retiring at night and once after arising in the morning. As you read, see and feel and believe yourself already in possession of the money. It is important that you follow the instructions described in these 6 steps. It is especially important that you observe and follow the instructions in the 6th paragraph. You may complain that it's impossible for you to see yourself in possession of money before you actually have it. Here is where a burning desire will come to your aid. If you truly desire money so keenly that your desire is an obsession, you will have no difficulty in convincing yourself that you will acquire it. The object is to want money and to become so determined to have it that you convince yourself you will have it. Can you imagine yourself a millionaire? To the uninitiated, who has not been schooled in the working principles of the human mind, these instructions may appear impractical. It may be helpful to all who fail to recognize the soundness of the 6 steps, to know that the information they convey was received from Andrew Carnegie, who began as an ordinary laborer in the steel mills, but managed, despite his humble beginning, to make these principles yield him a fortune of considerably more than $100 million. It may be of further help to know that the 6 steps here recommended were carefully scrutinized by the late Thomas A. Edison, who placed his stamp of approval upon them as being not only the steps essential for the accumulation of money, but for the attainment of any goal. The steps call for no hard labor. They call for no sacrifice. They do not require one to become ridiculous or credulous. To apply them calls for no great amount of education. But the successful application of these 6 steps does call for sufficient imagination to enable one to see and to understand that accumulation of money cannot be left to chance, good fortune, and luck. One must realize that all who have accumulated great fortunes first did a certain amount of dreaming, hoping, wishing, desiring, and planning before they acquired money. You may as well know right here that you can never have riches in great quantity unless you can work yourself into a white heat of desire for money and actually believe you will possess it. If the thing you wish to do is right and you believe in it, go ahead and do it. Put your dream across and never mind what they say if you meet with temporary defeat, for they, perhaps, do not know that every failure brings with it the seed of an equivalent success. Thomas Edison dreamed of a lamp that could be operated by electricity, began where he stood to put his dream into action, and despite more than 10,000 failures, he stood by that dream until he had made it a physical reality. Practical dreamers do not quit. Imagine the man.
There you go, guys. I hope the audio was clear for that. So did you guys get the information right? Kindly in the chat. I don't want to be here and think I'm chatting alone. Was the audio clear? Did you get the information? Awesome, Martin. Thank you. Thank you. So, and this is why we are here. Okay. So one, we need to fix in our minds the exact amount of money we desire to achieve. Now, it could be in a year, it could be in a week, it could be, I don't want to stretch it to 2 years. In a year, you could say by January 2022, I want this amount, say $20,000. And with our business, you know, it's possible, okay? As a matter of fact, Hadassah and Hadassah, Joanna, Martin, these guys have made lots of money since we are just 6 months into our 7th month. So we can have that desire now. Let me say, I want $20,000 by the 1st of January 2022. So how much should I target to earn every week? And you know, we run a 4-week rolling period. And like I said, when I started this call, today we are all new. We are starting afresh. It doesn't matter when you come, okay? So our week starts now. ends Monday midnight. We start another one on Tuesday. So whatever volume that you have now, forget it. We are starting a new week. So in your mind, if you're Brenda, if you're Andrew, you need to say now, how much should I earn every week for me to get to the 20,000 by the 1st of January? So you have a deadline and you have the amount. So depending, now, I'm not meaning on the first you have $20,000 cash. Between now and then, you've accumulated that over time using your business. Now, that's the exact amount you want. Now, number two, determine exactly when you intend, what you intend to give in exchange in return for that money. Guys, we all know that there's nothing free. So what are you giving out? One, for example, we are giving out our services, and that service is being the best salesperson there ever was. Using your product and decide you're going to sacrifice this. It could even be sacrificing temporarily your self-esteem because of people's opinion. Opinions are the cheapest thing and most abundant in the world. So what are you giving up for this? Personally, it's going to be squeezing every ounce from every hour of the day. That's improving on my workout, having a routine, because the routine, we all have 24 hours, so you just have to figure how to work it out in the week. And then the third one, establish a definite date when you intend to possess that money that you desire cumulatively. So I've given an example of Jan 1st, $20,000. Guys, I'm not limiting you. It could be $50,000, it could be $100,000, it could be $2,000. But then, how do we work our way there? Okay, so one, the exact amount. What are you sacrificing or giving up to get this? So it could be your services and any other thing you try to put aside, because we are all busy, but you can decide what to do for your business. Then three, definite date when you intend to have that money. Four, create a definite plan for carrying out that desire and begin at once. Whether you're ready or not, put it into action. And that starts today. And that's the part that the samurai, the diamond, Martin Indigo, will end with on this call. Five, write out a clear and concise statement of the amount of money you intend to acquire. Name the time limit for its acquisition. State what you intend to give in return for that money, and describe clearly the plan through which you intend to accumulate it. That's a statement you're going to make. Have it on your wall, in your bathroom, in the kitchen, on your fridge, so that wherever you go there, you're seeing it. Now, number 6 is very easy. It's an instruction, actually, a marching order. Read the statement you've written aloud twice every day. Once just before you go to bed, and once after getting out of bed. You are always reminding yourself of what to do towards your definite goal of Jan 1st, 20, 30, $50,000, whatever it is. Now, as you read this statement, see, feel, and believe yourself that you're already in possession of this money. It's just waiting for the date when it's transferred to you. If you find value in that, drop me a text in the chat, and I'll share this on the tag fly, and let's do this. I'm using another phone for WhatsApp, so you cannot drop it on the group here. Okay, so thank you, Martin. Yeah, very valuable indeed. Let me check out your chats before I proceed. Yes, audio of the clip. Yes, Martin wants it. Brenda, yes, it was clear. Muzale, very clear. Valuable indeed. Thank you very much. Let me see if the samurai is still on the call. Oh, he is. Thank you guys for getting on. So guys, 24 minutes to 7. All that time and more. I'm going to give it someone very special to us, leader of the leaders, the man who goes into uncharted territory and opens it for the rest, the man who humbly honored my invite to come and speak to us, guys. He has done something with his group, a very small group, and a number of people in his team, whereby he advised them and worked towards it the same way you're doing it now, and said, guys, volume falls, volume that, doesn't matter. Every day is a new day. They decided for the next 4 weeks, you're going to do this. And as we speak, he already has Royals in the team from that same team, and everyone almost hit bronze. So, ladies and gentlemen, this man is an MBA holder, dropout. He says he's an MBA dropout, but he's really a leader in Africa, in East Africa, in the world, and one of the most respected in our industry. Kindly, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome the one and only Mr. Martin, my brother. Ndiho, did you make the call?
Yes,
Martin,
I did, brother. I made the call. Can you hear me?
Please go right away. Let me even get off the screen and have the floor for you, my brother. Welcome, and let's feed from you.
Thank you so much for that amazing introduction, bro. And I literally didn't leave the house today. I was making lots of invites and stuff like that. So yes, I'm here. I hope you can hear me and see me well. Is my internet
Perfect.
good?
But everything is fantastic.
Perfect. Thank you so much, bro, for that introduction. Yes, Martin Ndiho is my name. A statistician, MBA holder. It is PhD dropout, not MBA dropout, brother. Yeah, but that's cool. That was cool. So thank you so much. And I'm so happy to be on this team call. Team Let's Do It. And I'm going to share a few tips that I started off with and with some team. So that is basically what I've always done. Like I start from scratch and build a team right from scratch, like from zero. And I tried it 4 weeks ago. It is, it has really exploded. I think I'll also be able to log into the account that I started with, which literally had zero volume, but then it started exploding, and right now it is go time. It is go time. Like it has been going crazy. Like the whole of today, we've been doing a couple of Zooms here and there, three-way calls, here and there, and there are quite a number of new leaders that you're going to see in that part of East Africa. And and all that came from one call. Maybe if I could share this, I'm not sure if I can share my screen. No, I can't. Andrew, can you allow me to share this screen? I just want to share a picture.
Can go ahead and share.
Okay. All right, thank you. Thank you, buddy. So this is it. I will share the back office later on just to show you and then bring you back to how we get to start and drive this thing. So this is the call that I did 4 weeks ago. 4 weeks ago, exactly 4 weeks ago. And these guys, they hadn't even signed up. Like they were literally, see, they've been in the industry for a while, but they hadn't even started. Okay, so we had this call. They were telling me what they wanted to do, and I tasked them to do what I'm going to actually tell all of you. So I want all of you guys to look at today as day one. See, in life, there's what you always call one day, but there's also what you call day one. So if you decide that this is your day one, trust me, there's a lot of things that you can do in the next 4 weeks. A lot of stuff that can happen. Things can change. Things can move from 0 to 1 million. Just if your mindset is right. So these were 5 people. We were 5 people on the call, and I was the 5th person. So all the 4 have already hit bronze and above, and they have a lot of volume on one side, because we decided we are going to build one side, let it explode, let it go, because we are driving depth. We are driving depth. So some of those words that I'll keep using, I just need you to keep remembering them, like driving depth, all right? So now when we did that, the team exploded. The team exploded, and they keep seeing, and the same call, okay? So, so let's go straight into it. So before I even get to share my script, the back office. So like I mentioned, there's always going to be one day or day one. So is it day one for you today? If it is day one for you today, so stick around and get to see exactly what I mean by this, all right? Okay, so let me first of all share the back office before I get to share what happens with the weeks and the volume that falls off here and there. So this is the account that I tried out with, okay? And so what I did was, let me show you the tree. Let me pull up the tree. So, and of course, yesterday, that is when they started dropping some volumes, all right? But I can tell you for a fact that, hey, when we started with this tree, there was the volume that was here was pretty much like zero. This whole leg here, okay, there was zero, okay? They hadn't even, they had signed up, but they hadn't purchased to be active. So what I told them was, everyone needs to be active, that's number one. And when you be active, I gave them a plan. If you are to be active, if you want to hit missions, because they were now within the 7 weeks, but I doubt on this call there's anyone who is less than 7 weeks, okay, old in the company. So if you're more than 7 weeks, not a problem. Don't worry about that. I'll tell you what you need to use your time for. So when they started, I told them the bare minimum you should purchase, and this should apply to your downlines, the people that you're going to enroll. The bare minimum should be at least $600. Now, here is what happens. The reason I'm talking about 600 is if you want to hit all the missions, mission 3, and you have the money, you have $1,200, you don't have to spend all of that in your account. Don't. Because remember, the products that you purchase through your account, you're not paid off them. So why would you spend the extra 600 that you're never going to be paid off of? Okay. So what you do is purchase 600 at least, and then get an agent. You purchase through them. Now, remember, when you get that extra 600 and purchase through an agent, you're going to get half of that, contributing towards your mission 3. Now, when you do that, you are running, because you still have 7 weeks anyway. So you will get to look for agents to get to enroll. And if need be, you could buy through their accounts, or we use the same strategy for them to be able to purchase and get to the level that they want to. Now, by so doing, you will hit the missions. Now, I can tell you that over 20 people that we enrolled in the last couple of weeks, in the last 4 weeks, over 20, actually 30, I think, they've all hit missions, at least mission 1, mission 2, or mission 3. But the biggest percentage of all those people have hit mission 3. Or they are going to hit mission 3, because we have calls every Tuesday, 11 p.m. and we have checkpoint on Fridays. And then, we have checkpoints on Fridays, and then we go ahead and close Saturday, Sunday, and Monday we close it on a high. And then Tuesday we have a call again to strategize for the next week, okay? So this is, when you look at this volume here, this went up to 26,000. So it's just that the volume dropped yesterday, but again, we are building it back up, right? And of course, this other side is now what I've kind of embarked on, and it is what I'm going to build as well. And I intend on taking this account also to maybe platinum in the next week or so, to take it to platinum, and it is working. It is working. So let me now give you the strategy. And see, again, by trying out this account, just this account clearly, see, I'm even shocked at how much money it has now made. I haven't even set up any e-wallet for this account, okay? But it has already made like $4,000. It has made $4,000, not withdrawn at all, because I haven't set up the e-wallet for it. And just last week, made $958. Actually, what I want to show you is this. It made $958 last week, all right? Now, $958, see, this is Club Secret. So with Club Secret, when you sign up people with Club Secret, every time they pay the monthly fees, you get $13, all right? Now that is Club Secret. But what I want to show you is the Royale Mission bonuses. If you're not a Royale, you are losing money. You are losing money. So I was on these people's cases Tuesday, Monday night, and Tuesday early morning. I'm like, guys, you've got to hit Royale. I don't want your money. This is your money. It should come to you, not me. See, if you're not a Royale, you're missing money. You're missing out on a lot of money. Now, this is Royale Mission bonuses. So this is what I mean by Royale Mission bonuses, okay? So when you have a direct, someone that you enroll directly under you, when they hit mission 1, you get $50 if you're not Royale. When they hit mission 2, you get an extra $30, which is $80 if you're not a Royale. If they hit mission 3, you're going to get a total of $120, okay? $120. But here's the deal. When you are a Royale and you have a direct that hits mission 3, you are going to get the mentor bonus, and you're also going to get a senior mentor bonus, which is $80 in this case. So meaning if you're a Royale and you sign up someone, when they hit mission 3, you're getting $200. Now, if all these people are not my directs, all of them, they're somewhere down there, all right? But because in between there is no Royale, the Royale mentor bonus goes up and keeps skipping people. It skips you, finds your bronze, skips you, goes up there looking for the next Royale. And that next Royale is the one that gets what? That gets these Royale mission bonuses. Okay? So I showed this to the guys, to the people last night on a strategy call for every Tuesday after we had the bronze and above call. And they were like, wait a minute. So now they are running like crazy to make sure they get to Royale and never ever get to miss these bonuses. Now remember, at Royale, there's another check that comes through, and that is the lifestyle bonus, which is $500. So if this call is, if we have quite a number of bronzes here, okay, maybe what I can do is to show you how to maintain a bronze. How you maintain a bronze is to make sure if you have a bronze, you need 2,000 here, 2,000 here. So how to maintain a bronze rank is by at least making sure there's $500 every week on either side. Every week on either side. And in the 4 weeks, you will maintain bronze. But if you want to go Royale, you need to make sure every week on either side, there's 1,250 cells in a week for you to maintain Royale. 1,250, because when you do 1,250 times 4, that is 5,000. You'll maintain that. Now, if you have one side sorted, and you have a lot of volume on one side, okay, fine. So then focus on one side. At least make sure you are bringing in people. You're enrolling agents who are hitting mission 1, mission 2, mission 3, all right? Then it will help you get to 1,250 weekly so that you are able to maintain Royale and get the lifestyle bonus, get the Royale mentor bonuses, get the cycles. If you have Club Secret people, get Club Secret money. If you have bronzes on your team, get leadership match bonuses, okay? Because you have to get a leadership match bonus through bronzes, all right? So I just wanted to show you this so that if you're not a Royale. By the way, I commend Andrew Mangusha like in high esteem, because this guy has a downline who was about to hit Royale, and Andrew was Royale and had about $320 or $300+ and he went out of his way to support this person in order to hit Royale. And yet he knew the moment she hits Royale, he was going to lose that money. But this guy went ahead and did it, And I was like, yes, Andrew, please go ahead and support this person, because when you get your downlines and that money, then they will stick around. When they see where the money is, they will stick around, all right? So whenever you're doing this, whenever your downlines are ranking up, please always support them. Do whatever it takes for them to hit that and get that money. You just never know the kind of person you'll be grooming. You could be grooming someone who's going to run this thing like Letitia is doing right now. She's very close to hitting gold, you know, and she hasn't even made 4 weeks yet, all right? So that is it. You've seen the Royale thing, and then you've seen the bronze, how to get there and all that. But now let me take you to how the weeks work out and how the volume works out for those who might not know. Even if you do know, it doesn't hurt for you to get to hear it for the second time. Okay. So let me pull up this slide just shortly. I had this slide here. Just a minute. But if you have any question pertaining to what I've just told you, you can drop it in a chat, and Andrew, feel free to pull it up and just tell me what the question is about. So I can, in case you need any clarity, I will be able to do that before I get into this. Okay, here we are. Andrew, is there any question yet? I haven't checked that.
Not yet.
Okay, cool.
Not yet, but I'm checking, yeah.
All right, cool. So let me just open these slides now. Okay. So it's basically about showing you how these weeks work out. Okay. So many people do not know how these weeks work out. Now, see, this is oops. Okay, so I had Andrew mention the same thing that I mentioned to these guys when we were starting 4 weeks ago. So I mentioned to them that, yes, you have 0 volume right now, and you have just started, so you have 4 weeks. You have 4 weeks for you to have volume starting to fall off. So for the next 4 weeks, now I need you to have this in mind. You are starting today. So whatever volume you have, just count that as a bonus. But in your mind, you have 0 volume, and you're going to build new volume, and you're going to count on that volume dropping 4 weeks from now. It doesn't matter what other volume you have in the back office, just don't count that. If it is there, it is just a bonus, but don't count that. Start today and run this thing for the next 4 weeks. Run it like your life depends on it, because I think it does. Run it, because see, again, if not this, then what? If not this, then what? We are still in a lockdown. Not sure if the lockdown will be extended. That is if everyone on this call is in Uganda, all right? So get your mind right. Know that you're going to run this thing for 4 weeks, and you're starting today, and all you need to do is do what Andrew has told us. Just invite for presentations, do 3-way calls, close those people. Now, some agents have come to me and told me, you know what, people don't have money, people don't have money. I'm like, really? You think people don't have money? Like, if you think people don't have money, how come we are signing up people and we are growing? People have money, but you are just thinking and putting your poverty on everyone else. Not everyone is broke. Some people have money and it's seated in banks, and they're thinking, so what do I use this money for? But we are not telling them fast enough what secret is. Okay? So we just have to go out there and tell everyone. Just tell everyone, your job is not to judge who has money and who doesn't. Your job is to invite people, let them see the concept, let them see the opportunity, and that's it. If they're in, they're in. If they are not, no problem. See, when the pandemic is done, these are people that will be looking for you. See, we are still in a pre-launch phase. Now, people haven't even known what Secret is. Now, I gave an analogy at some point. I don't remember, a story actually, not an analogy, but I gave a story of Shaquille O'Neal. I think it was Sunday. Shaq was told about Starbucks by the owner of Starbucks. He met him and told him, hey, I need to open Starbucks in the Black community. Shaquille said, Blacks don't take coffee. Can you believe that? That was 1993. The Blacks don't take coffee. Now, these days, I mean, when Shaquille walks into Starbucks, And he's going to take coffee. He gets there, meets the owner. He's like, hey, you said black people don't take coffee. He goes like, man, that was the biggest mistake he ever made in his life. That was the biggest mistake, biggest business decision he's ever made in his entire life. Don't be like him in that case. Of course, he got lucky. He eventually got Google, and he's still in Google, and he's earning big money from Google. But you won't get chances like those. You won't get chances like Shaquille. See, if this is something that you've already grabbed, Secret is going to be one of the biggest companies, if not the biggest. We had travel, and in the top 100, we were already closing into number one. Now we have travel, we have skincare, not just skincare, but the best skincare. And we have nutrition, not just nutrition, but the best nutrition. And we have all the three. That's a trifecta. Now, the moment the world opens, and then we have the best training system. See, when we open and we start traveling, now people see us traveling. See, now people are not really looking at us for the people who have known us to be in our former company or traveling. Now they are looking at us. They think we are down and dead. That's what they think. For us, we know what is happening. So we are mastering skincare and nutrition at the moment, and everything is going so well. The moment we are good with all that, what is going to happen? Travel is going to come in. Now you are traveling, you're on a plane, you have your boosters, you have your energy, you have everything. People will start seeing and watching. They're coming from a pandemic, broken. Most people lost jobs or anything like that, and they're seeing you traveling the world, enjoying your secret products. Guess what? They're going to all come through. And what will happen? There's going to be a massive explosion. We are doing this even before we pre-launch, even before we launch in Africa, even before we get our own distributorship. You know, when that happens, it's game over. So back to a rolling 4-week period. Our week starts on a Tuesday, ends on a Monday. We get paid on Friday. Okay. Now, this is how the weeks work out. So at every point in time, the volume you're going to have in your back office is for 4 weeks. Okay, it is for 4 weeks. Actually, I want you to start looking at it this way. Every volume you're going to always have in your back office is for 3 weeks. It's for 3 weeks. And the 4th week is what you're building. Like right now, the volume we have is for the last 3 weeks. So this is the 4th week that we are building, all right? So this is how it works. Week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. Now, when we go to week 5, week 1 goes off. So if today is your week 1, you're going to go to week 2, you're going to go to week 3, you will go to week 4 and complete week 4. And then when you go to week 5, week 1 goes off, okay? Now, when it goes off, don't think, hey, you're losing volume or anything like that. You've already been paid for that. The key thing you must never, ever, ever go inactive. Because when you go inactive, yes, you'll go inactive this week, but you will have a grace period until Monday. If you log into your back office right now and you see you're inactive, just get active. If you can't get active between now and Sunday, at least Monday, make sure you get back to active, because you will get back all the CV that will have that will have come in this whole week will be banked for you. Now there's CV, there's QV. QV is qualifying volume. That one will always come whether you're inactive or active. CV can only be banked for you if you are active. Now, as for being qualified, don't worry about being qualified. You being qualified is having an agent on the left and an agent on the right who are active. But I would prefer doing that, especially if you're bronze and above, bronze, royal, silver, whatever. That is when you need to start looking at being qualified. Because, okay, you should be looking at being qualified anyway. But I mean, for being qualified means that is when you need to answer from cycles, okay? From cycles, especially coming from CVs, which is commissionable volume. And of course, if you have a big team in your organization, yes. But the bare minimum should be active. You should never, ever go inactive. Not at any single point in time should you ever be inactive. Just always be active, okay? Because when you're active, all the CV will be banked for you. I have people on my team who have about 200,000 in CV on one side. Wow, that is like money waiting for them. All right, that is money waiting for them to just match it on this side and they get the cycles. Okay, so when we get to week 6, week 2 goes off. So that's how it goes. You get to week 7, week 3 goes off. You get to week 8, week 4 goes off. You get week 9, week 5 goes off. Just like that. Just like that. So as the week goes off, you're losing volume, but you are building. Now, don't focus on the volume that is going off, because when you focus on the volume that is going off, guess what? The volume will start going off like crazy. If you have been focusing on volume that is falling off, I bet you've seen how crazy the volume has fallen off. Now I need you to change that. Start looking at the volume that is coming in and start looking at how much volume you need to bring in order to hit the next rank. And don't look at volume that is falling off. And believe you me, you will start seeing things changing. If you start today, if you decide today is your day one, you will see a tremendous change in the next 4 weeks, okay? All of us do this. All of us have done the same. You can imagine how much volume Jesse McPherson loses. So what if he was to focus on the volume that he's losing, okay? So we are building this and making a run, because this is July. We have August, September, October, November. We have just 4 months to Black Friday. Now that is when you need to be in position. You need to be on that. You need to be there before Black Friday comes through, because when Black Friday comes in, there's a lot of volume that will come in. All right. At least we had a feel of it last year as we were transitioning into Secret, and we saw what happened, and we're like, wait a minute, we have to wait for this thing next year. Everyone is waiting for this thing. So you better be in place. You better lock your spot and you put in the work now, so that when we get to November, things are getting better. In the past, in our former company, November, December were our worst months. Business was down. Now here, November, December are the biggest months, okay, in Secret. So building through the summer, like right now, headed all the way to, to winter, to November, December, that is going to be business unusual. It's going to be serious business. So when you build, when it's hard, when it gets easier, what happens? You just swim, you just flow, all right? So we are building now. I'm not saying it's hard, because it's not, but yes, you could say it is because of the pandemic and all the stuff that is happening globally, but so many better things are coming through. The compensation plan is going to be improved next week. When we have the boot camp on 23rd and 24th. Today is what date is it today? 14th. Okay, so in the next 10 days, you're going to see lots of things that are going to be revealed, unleashed, and then launched. And it is go time. It is go time. So if you start today, that announcement is going to find you halfway through, and that should build your momentum. That should add more fire to your momentum as you take this to the next level. So that's pretty much it. And unless you have any questions again regarding everything that I've just talked about, and I would be happy to answer any questions that you might have. Or if you have any other, not a problem. I can still go ahead and answer any other question that is just coming out of there. But just so you know, if this is your day one, get ready to run and let's put in the work. 3-way calls, very important. And let's go close the week on a high. Andrew?
Wow. Matt, the samurai. Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate you. I can't thank you enough. Guys are still on the call. Kindly show Martin some love. That was some crazy stuff. From week 1, week 2, week 3, and then starting afresh. and the way Matt plays around with the back office. So guys, if you have no questions, because I just see messages thanking Matt, I will thank you for coming to the call. But now let's get this clear, guys. This is our business. Let's start today. Okay. All right. I'm seeing a question here, Matt, from Esther. Esther, let me just read this out from Esther. Well, thanks, Matt. Thanks, Kano. Esther says, hey, Matt, I've been inactive for 3 months and I did not hit my mission 3. How do I get restarted and get running?
Okay, so Esther, you don't have to, you see, it's a mindset right now. You don't have to sign up afresh. No, wherever you are, you start from where you are. So it's a mindset thing. You just have to decide that this is your day one. It's a decision. It's a decision that you make and say, this is my day one. I am starting afresh. I have 0 left. I have 0 right. And I am moving. So you start, you make your list. Andrew gave us that, that strategy. I have a list, you make a list. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you call, like right now, we have about 50 minutes to start a presentation, all right? You invite, hey, what are you doing in the next 50 minutes? Well, I'm free, I'm home, because curfew is out. I mean, it's 7 p.m. Most people are in their homes, okay? So what are you doing at 8? I have something exciting that I need to share with you. I'll send you a link so you can plug in. I'll be there with you, period. When they ask, what is it? Come on, I'll be there. Just come, you'll find me there. You don't need to say anything. You won't be asked anything. Just watch and listen. Then we talk. Can I count on you? Period. Can I count on you? You're calling your friends, you're calling your family. Can I count on you? Awesome. So boom, then you send them the link and that's it. When they get on the presentation, you are on the presentation. You are monitoring. See, all of us members are always on those presentations, not because we love to watch over and over, but yes, that also helps because you also get to learn quite a number of things because different presenters come with they have different strengths. So you're learning strength by strength, and when you put all that together, it builds you. So when you invite them to get on, you are on because you're monitoring your invites who are there. And thereafter, after the presentation, you know who to call. So you call, boom. So if Dorothy was on the call and Dorothy was my guest, so I called Dorothy, but I've alerted the leader that I'm going to put you on a 3-way call. So I call and then put on a 3-way call, boom, close, 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 close. Now, if you invited 4, that's it. You call all the 4, and then you see, you close, close. And you'll be surprised. People are looking for this. So what you need to do is not signing up afresh, but starting today and deciding and promising yourself that I have started today and I'm going with this thing today. And in the next 4 weeks, I am running like crazy, never getting breaks, never having excuses, making the invites, doing the 3-way calls, do it over and over. Be patient with your results, but be impatient with your activity. So don't do this for 2 weeks and you're like, I have done it for 2 weeks and I'm not seeing any change. Come on. The change could even come on the last day of the 4 weeks. The last day of the 4 weeks. Now imagine if you stop on the first 2 days of the 4 weeks, you'll have missed out on something that could literally change everything for you. So don't worry about the missions. Even if you miss the missions, it doesn't mean you are never going to rank up. So if you didn't get the missions, how about you revenge? You revenge, you're like, okay, fine, I didn't get the missions. All my downlines have to get the 3 missions. Guess what? If you sign 10 agents and they all get the 3 missions, that's $1,200 for you. Decide that if you miss the missions, just the same way we all say, we didn't have a very good life in our childhood, but hey, our kids have to have the best. And we go out there and work our butts off so that they never lack anything if we lack lots of stuff. That's the same thing you should do. If you missed missions, Go out there and make sure all your downlines get the missions and they get that $400 product credit and they enjoy it. Because when they do, then you're building a team. You're building a big team. And maybe one thing I forgot to mention is the driving depth. Make sure in your mind, you're thinking, you're going to put 10 agents on the left, 10 agents on the right. And when you get that, please repeat it. Add more 10 agents on the left and 10 agents. Never ever get tired of producing. My target is 100 agents on the left and 100 agents on the right. And I am running with that like crazy. I have kind of stopped counting because I just want to count at a certain point, maybe at the end of this year, but every single week I'm putting in agents, I'm putting in agents, I'm putting in agents, I'm putting in agents, okay? I'm putting in agents, 100 left, 100 right. But I want you to first go with 10 left, 10 right. You could even start with 5 left, 5 right. When you get that, go to 10, because you know so many people for you to think you can't put 10 agents. If we manage to put strangers, how about people that we know? People that are going to start watching these products. We have products that you don't have to apologize for. They either want it or they want it. That's it. So thank you. I hope I've answered the question, Esther, please. Okay, over to you, Andrew.
Yeah, Matt, thank you very much. I can't thank you enough. I know you have many calls to make. We appreciate the nuggets, the 5 poured in us. Now, guys, the marching orders, if you're inactive, get active. That's step number 1. Make sure if you're busy all day, you could have a guest on the Zoom call and I help you with a guest on the Zoom call, close them after, but you need to do the connection because they know you. They buy your trust, I bring the expertise, okay? Esther says, yeah, Matt, she has well understood it. So after here, guys, I want you to, 1, whether you have a guest or not, attend the 8 p.m. presentation, and then also plan for tomorrow at 1 and 8 every day. Don't ask, do we have at 1, do we have at 8 every day? They're there. Then also go on our groups and tell me the nuggets that you got from here. On the group, just keep it hot, okay? So guys, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you for your time. Let's go win and hold up together. Thank you.